Well, it happened. It finally happened. Sony have done the nasty. Now, I do not blame Arrowhead Games Studios, the developers, at all in the slightest. I blame Sony completely. This is a deliberate move to stick their flag in Helldivers, to sort of officially claim it as their own, even though they already have console exclusivity. So I don't know why they need to bother implementing the PlayStation Network account bullcrap onto the PC game. Now, obviously, I think Sony is going to probably employ this on everything, not only their own games like Spider-Man and God of War and whatnot, but they're going to force this onto all the third-party games that they have console exclusivity for, if they can, of course. Now, unfortunately, Helldivers 2 is a fantastic game, still is, and whilst capturing the footage for this video, I was having a whale of a time. You know, even though I was capturing the footage knowing everything that's happened, unfortunately Helldivers 2 has just lost a ton of players. A lot of people are getting refunds. Steam are allowing you to have refunds on the game even if you've played over 2 hours. It's got mostly negative recent reviews and mixed reviews overall, which is obviously just representative of the PlayStation Network crap, not the game itself. And it's lost over 100,000 concurrent players, which is a lot of people. And I think the game will suffer for in the short term from it, but it's still a fantastic game, and I think once the initial anger is gone, people will come back to the game. I'll still play it. I have a PlayStation Network account anyway. It's not the end of the world for me, but what it is the end of the world for are people that bought it in countries where PlayStation doesn't allow it. So basically, they've bought a game. Now, of course, they can get a refund on Steam, but what if they really like this game? They can't play it because of Sony's bullcrap. It's just something that you just don't do. Now, of course, does this mean that the game is now just forget about it, don't buy it? Well, I mean, I have a PS5 and I have a PS5 account, and I mean, there's nothing more annoying for PC gamers is having to sign into multiple different things to play a video game. EA and Ubisoft have, you know, really driven that one home because there's nothing more we love, and Creative Assembly as well more recently. But this Sony thing it's a big deal in that when if it was part of the game when the game launched, fine, you know, whatever, but it wasn't. They let the game come out for a couple of months. It's been super successful, and just because it is super successful, Sony are like, oh yeah, claimed, this is mine, all mine, and that's all it is. And that is, and they just want to rope more people into the PlayStation accounts, and I don't see why that's necessary for the PC players, because all they've now done is alienate a group of people and piss a lot of people off against PlayStation, so they'll probably go out and not bother whatsoever. So good job, Sony. You are really, really, you know, you're hitting all the right spots here. Well done. It just goes to show how blind they are. I'm not saying in any way, on the flip side of that Steam are perfect. I'm not saying that Xbox are perfect. Absolutely not. Unfortunately for me, video gaming, especially in the more like Sony first party, Xbox first party stuff, has become very top heavy. There seems to be a lot of nonsensical bullcrap going on and not enough thinking about the end product and the massive people that are going to buy said product to make it successful. You have to cater to them, not to your shareholders all the time. But that's just my quick thoughts on this. Please let me know in the comments down below what you think of this whole PlayStation Network Helldivers thing, and it's just such a shame that it's lost so many players, and is now just it's just marked the history of this game. It had a fantastic launch. Yes, the servers got full, but that's not a bad thing. They fixed that very quickly. Patches and updates come out very quickly. New content is dropped all the time for the game. They're really leading the charge in the whole games as a service thing, and then Sony come along and just pissed all over it. So good job. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and as always, thank you very much for watching.
Calling in orbital strike.